If you know me at all, or you've heard me speak, or you've read any part of Unmasked, you know one thing that's the core of my belief system. And it's around stories. The way that stories can serve us, and often the way that stories don't serve us. When I wrote Unmasked, there's a lot in there about stories, the way that stories get in the way. And there's a lot of different kinds of stories. And I want to talk to you in this and some upcoming videos about the different types of stories and how they impact us. A little bit about how they get created. There are certainly event stories. There are things that actually happen in our life. These are pretty much factual. This happened on this date, and if everyone was there, they all pretty much saw the same thing. That's not the kind of stories I'm talking about. I'm talking about also cultural stories. There are cultural stories that are part of our culture or our narrow group of our culture, which are really based upon belief systems. For example, you've heard the phrase, money doesn't grow on trees. Well, that's a cultural story because it sounds pretty fiscally responsible, but there could be a message in there that says money is scarce. And it's not an abundant resource. It's something that needs to be squeezed and protected. Neither good or bad, but be aware of these cultural stories. Another cultural story sometimes shows up in education. How many of us were told, and sadly in my mind it's still being said today in the education system, you have to color in the lines. Or how about this one? A cultural story that says the world is this way or this is how business is. So there are events, there are cultural stories, but more importantly, they're the stories that become true for us. And what I want to talk about in the upcoming videos are these different kinds of stories, and these are the stories that are really getting in the way. Cultural stories can get in our way, but I'm more focused on the personal stories that come up or are given to us, I say given to us by others, that really get into our belief systems about the world, about business, about life, and about myself that are really blocking my way from achieving what I want to achieve, whatever that is for you. So stay tuned. We're going to talk more about stories as we go deeper into stories and later talk about what does it mean to debunk your stories.